Go into your work folder and open up lineart.ai. And let's kind of move a little bit forward. In the previous lesson, we converted a photograph. To me, that's still limited in what we can do with it once we've done the conversion. It makes these tremendously complicated documents with tens, if not hundreds of thousands of anchor points, all kinds of stuff going on. It's impressive. But again, it's why are we doing it? Here is a more practical approach, and that is line art. And that's what most people do with this trace. I sketch a lot on paper, always have, always will as far as I'm concerned. But my problem was when I wanted to convert it into line art, and this was years ago, I would scan it, bring it into Photoshop, clean it up if it needed it, save it, bring it into Illustrator, put a layer on top, lock the bottom layer with the image, and use my pen tool and sketch it out. But it was worth it to me because I wanted to keep sketching. All that's gone now. Watch this. Actually, let's do this. Let's bring this guy over here. I have the selection tool selected. Hold the Alt key down. That's the Option key on a Mac. Alt in Windows, make a copy, and put it right next to it. Right? Side by side. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on these guys. Now you can see the pixelated nature. I purposely scan this one as low resolution. I don't usually do that. I usually scan around 300 and then bring it into Illustrator. It would look somewhat smoother. But vectors can't do pixels. Okay? They do vector lines. Now watch this. Pick up your selection tool and let's do the one on the right. Just click it to select it. We're one click away. Image trace. Keep your eye on this one when I click this button. It's amazing. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now let me bring that down just a little bit. The default basically over here, default on preset, is sketch or line art. And the reason being is, well, that's what most people use it for. Now we do have, again, other options. There is one down here called line art. Now keep your eye on the one on the right because it will change and you might not notice it if you're not looking at it. So keep your eyes on the one on the right. See how it made the lines even more defined? But I could blow that thing up now to as big or as small as I want to. Wouldn't make any difference. The line art itself is set. It is now a vector. Now, if we're ready to go vector, don't forget, we click up here on the word expand. Turn it into a full-blown, full-fledged, with all the rights and privileges of vector, expand it. And there you go. If you are working a lot with line art, see, these are all lines, this is a more logical thing to do and work with because it can take your sketch and turn it into a beautiful piece of line art. So if you're looking for an answer to the question of why am I doing this, I wouldn't look so much at photographs as I would things like sketches and line art. That's where the power is.